I cheated on my BF, but my therapist has been telling me that I didn't. I know that by looking at the title, it sounds horrible, but hear me out. I, 22 female, and my 23 male BF have been together for 2 years. He's my everything, and I would never thought that things would end like this. We were having some problems with communication, but nothing that didn't got resolved the same day. Recently, my little brother, 17 male, wanted to go to a music festival, and since I have went to plenty of them, I offered to take him to the festival. We bought a tour to the city where the festival was going to be, and off we went. The first day was amazing, and honestly, both my brother and I were super tired after it. While waiting for the tour bus to take us to the hotel, a guy approached us and introduced himself to us. He was 27 and very interested in me and my brother's music interests. We thought it was normal since he was a little tipsy, but overall a very nice guy. Since he gave my brother a lot of good festival tricks and tips, we ended up exchanging numbers and that was it. The next day, he called me to tell me that he and his siblings were very close to the scenario where the artist that I liked was going to play, and that we were welcome to be there. My brother and I decided it was a good idea since we could see the artist better and closer, but by waking there, my brother twisted his ankle and couldn't continue, so he went to sit on a bench and told me to record the concert for him, since we couldn't even stand. I gave him money and told him to not move from where he was. He assured me he was going to be fine, and I went to meet the guy and his siblings close to the scenario. Before the festival, I had already decided to not drink alcohol, since it was my responsibility to take care of my brother. So I was only drinking soda and water, and the guy and his siblings were nice, and I was having a good time waiting for the artist to come out. I ordered a soda to drink, and at one point I remember it tasting it weird, but I thought it was because it was hot and I was very thirsty. Time went out, and I was texting my brother constantly. At one point, I remember I started to slur my words, and my head was pounding very hard, but I thought it was heat exhaustion. I started to lose control over my body, and the guy told me to recline on him. At one point, I passed out. When I woke up, I saw the guy on top of me kissing me and saying me. I wanted to scream to kick him to do something, but I couldn't move. When he finished, he left me there unconscious and terrified until I slowly recovered control. The first thing I did was look for my brother, and when I found him, he told me that if I was going to get drunk at List, tell him so he can take care of me. I decided to not tell him anything to avoid making him feel bad, but in my head, the only thing I was thinking was that I cheated on my BF. It has been a few days since it, and I couldn't find the courage to tell anybody except for my therapist. She has been telling me that it wasn't cheating, I was R-worded, but I can't bring myself to be looking at my BF and knowing everything. And I know that if I told him what happened, he would question everything, and to some point also he would believe I cheated, and it would break his heart. Some insight would be appreciated.